Hey internets, it's Jake from Mini Terrain Domain, and this is, this is Scribes and Scrolls. We are in Book 3, the Book of the Raven. This is Chapter 15, As the Raven Flies. This is our epic D&D campaign happening every Monday night at 8 p.m. Eastern right here on twitch.tv/Mini Terrain Domain. Hashtag Mondays are fun again. And once again, we've got everybody here tonight. Full crew. Well, everybody is present. Not everybody is 100% here. I'm just kidding. I'm talking about myself. I'm talking about myself.
I was on drink number 3, so
I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about.
Hey, Mondays are really fun again.
I love barley pop. Anyway, we're gonna get started here in just a couple moments. Couple of quick announcements as we get going here. First and foremost, there's been a lot of nonsense going on in Twitch communities. It's been going on for way longer than it should have. It's been escalating over the last few weeks, and a lot of people have had enough. And as a statement, Mini Terrain Domain will be supporting a day off of Twitch on Wednesday, September 1st. We have no streams planned, nor will I be logging into Twitch at all on that day. I encourage you to look into it if you are unaware. Hashtag a day off Twitch. I've also been encouraging people as part of the support to sub off Twitch, to not support the channel through subs. Instead, we have moved everything over to, for channel support, I moved everything over to Ko-Fi, where we actually have new tiers that are set up. And if you do want to support the channel, if you want to through tips, because you can do regular Ko-Fi tips as per usual, or you can do memberships. But if you want to give players their domain tomes, nobody's going to judge you if you do sub or tip through the, use cheer bits or any of that stuff. But we are asking to move everything over to Ko-Fi to help support that. But I just want to say, from myself, as a representative of Mini Terrain Domain, a huge thank you to Jordan and many of the mods that Jordan works with, not only here, but at communities all across the TTRPG space and beyond. Jordan and many moderators have been working hours and hours and hours of their free time to programmatically and preemptively deal with a lot of the hate botting and hate raiding and things that have been going on. And Jordan has done stuff here on Mini Terrain Domain and continues to mod while playing. And Jordan, I just wanted to say thank you. I appreciate it so much more than you realize, and you have been doing some amazing work, and I wanted to acknowledge that. So head over to Ko-Fi. Jordan has a Ko-Fi, D&D Jordan Lee. Check that out if you want to help support Jordan as well. And for right now, if you don't really want to support, or let me rephrase that. If you want to support somebody, you can also, instead of subbing or supporting Mini Terrain Domain, find a marginalized creator and give some support to them. This is really hitting a lot of them where, in their main revenue sources. So, I just wanted to make it clear that we stand against all of the hate and everything that's been going on. And I encourage you to support marginalized creators always, not just when there's weird stuff going on or, a certain month of the year, whatever. Do so all the time. But all right.
Jake, if I can interject real quick.
Sure.
I just want to do a real quick and thank you, by the way, for the shout out. But I do want to actually do a quick shout out to Pronouns in My Bio, who has actually been doing a lot of the work on the channel when I've been on vacation for the last week, but he has been instrumental in terms of doing that. And I know he's been modding in think like 20 other channels. He's been literally going in and just banning as much as possible. So you can find him on Twitch and Twitter at pronouns in my bio. He is a mod you can also hire too if you are running into needing assistance with anything in terms of modding. He's a professional modder, truly an amazing person too. So I just want to do a quick shout out for.
Yeah, seconded. I think he's done more work on my Twitch account in the last 2 months than I have in the previous 10.
Pronouns in my bio is amazing. I've seen him in action on Jordan's channel during Jordan's charity stream, during some massive surges and yeah, pronouns in my bio is the definition of professional modder. So definitely look them up. Thank you for mentioning that, Jordan. All right. As per usual, we've got some sponsors down in the lower left-hand corner. Of course, you can type in !MTD Claw or just watch the messages that pop up occasionally for the Talon and Claw storefront, where you can check out all their amazing accessories, including this awesome. I don't know how many he's got left on there, if there are, but I think there's going to be others. I got these Thor's Ire all metal dice. Just getting prepped for the game here. I've rolled like 3 nat 20s, and this is the die I use for the game. So, but check them out, and you can absolutely use code MTDClaw at checkout to get 10% off of your order. One of our other partners and sponsors is Run Right Play. That's !RWP. That is our friend Keel, who is, to me, Keel represents collaboration and community. Keel has built this incredible community of collaboration, constantly working with people in a variety of ways, and puts out a zine both digitally and physically every month. You can check them out at their Patreon at patreon.com/runrightplay and get in on that. Dwight and I have both been featured for our crafting and miniature painting and things like that. The zine is just absolutely awesome. Actually, it's not part of this, but you can actually find Keel. Oh man, I don't remember his handle. I was going to point to Keel's TikTok, where he's just got some amazing videos about his momentum system, which is actually a gamification for anxiety, ADHD, that kind of stuff, to help you get stuff done. Keel, I see you're in the chat. If you want to whisper that link, if you're okay with us sharing that, then I can put that link in the chat. Or I guess you can just type your username in there. Whatever. But anyway, oh, look at that. Dwight's already on top of it. Yeah, I already talked about domain tomes, except I didn't say what they did. Rerolls, advantage. They can make me reroll. They currently have 28 of those up above Jordan's head there. But they only get those if you tip or support the channel through subs or preferably through Ko-Fi or something like that right now. All right, I blattered on about enough of that stuff. I want to pause for just a moment before I run into this. Let me try again. This is the part where we talk about mental health. I can tell you for my own personal experience, without going into details, the last 8 days have been some of the most intense roller coaster ride of emotions, anxiety, and every other thing, testing my mental fortitude like never before. And yesterday, in particular Sunday, a little bit Saturday night, but in particular Sunday, I was home alone and I just let myself feel my sadness. And it was very cathartic. And I'm here to tell you, it's okay to feel that way sometimes. It's okay to not be okay, to acknowledge it. But not everybody's at that place where they can just, feel those emotions and be okay with it. But the great news is, if you are somebody that needs some help, you're not sure where to turn, and you want to find somebody to talk to, it is as easy as typing !help. You can do that here in our chat, whether, right now, we have to be streaming for you to be able to do that. But you can also make a note of this and bookmark this site, findahelpline.com. That is an amazing resource, location based. That's all you have to do is type in where you're from, and all sorts of mental health services will pop up, and you'll be able to find whatever kind of help you need. All right. I think that is it. Who's ready to play some Dungeons and Dragons? All right. So
I have to go. I have something else on my schedule. Sorry.
Jesus,
well.
Dwight. What is your question, Doc? Fucking Gary.
I was asked a question and I answered it.
Oh.
The DM asked who was ready to play Dungeons and Dragons. So I raised my
quit.
hand to indicate that I was ready to
quit.
play Dungeons.
Vote.
Y'all just keep walking
quit.
right into the Gary trap. So
Quit.
and I don't even feel sorry
Like
for
a
you
lemming.
anymore.
So
I'm trying to roll the dice.
we
Next week
are.
it's just going to be a stuffed animal of Soren here. That's what's going to happen. I'm just telling you now.
Phenomenal. Let's go.
So, most recently, the characters, the gang, as I like to call them right now, has found their way back to Candlekeep. They've all had some interesting visions or dreams, memories. They've talked to a few people, learned some things,
Oh no.
and they have done everything they can the last 2 sessions to avoid.
Stuff in here?
Is somebody talking?
You ain't muted.
Ricky, mute.
He's talking to his lovely family. You're not muted, Ricky.
Oh dang it.
I was like, did I leave a window open somewhere? Now Ricky's
No,
embarrassed.
Ricky,
Nope, right there he goes.
sit there and blush, you bastard.
Oh man.
Right.
Anyway, they've
worry,
done
Ricky.
everything in their power to avoid actually leaving Candlekeep for the last 2 sessions. But they have learned from a book that they acquired while on the road called the Book of the Raven. They learned that it actually belongs to the Candlekeep's collection. Teera found a unusual map with a bit of a riddle and some landmarks in it. They learned that it was the story of a Vistani woman, or rather a woman, who had been taken care of by Vistani when her horse fell on her and she broke her leg. She traveled with them for a long time, ultimately ending outside of a castle in a place shrouded in mists, and it appeared as though the book may have been taken right out of their hands while they were mid-writing. It's been in the Candlekeep's possession for a couple 100 years, but the map appears to have less time has passed with that map being inserted. Also, the gang received payment for their first week of services working for the library, a total of 30 gold apiece, as well as asking the question which way to which way, as they are figuring out what they are going to do next. And that's sort of where we are now. What would you like to do? Oh, one other thing that is important to note is, that based on the time that you took going back and forth to Baldur's Gate, the time you've been sitting around here at Candlekeep and such, that you are at the end of the month of Tarsak, and that you are Assyria knows this beyond a shadow of a doubt, that tomorrow night tomorrow night is a full moon.
Oh God. Oh well. Hey Jordan, remember what we talked about earlier about the thing we want to do on the road? I don't think we should do it anymore.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, I'm not feeling it anymore. So
Okay.
I think it's really funny too. I'm looking at because I keep a map. I keep a calendar with key things written down. All I have for the 30th of Tarsak is mimosas. That's
Hell
literally
yeah.
that's literally all that's written in the
Moon
calendar.
mimosas, you mean?
What is your question,
Moon
Doc?
mimosas.
Mimosas.
what is your question, Doc?
I was just gonna say, I think it's that way.
Which way is which way? Amazing. Thank you, Doc. It is, but
welcome.
I am all full up with mimosas, so I think we should ready ourselves, get everything ready to go today. I divvy out the money that Irony gave, and
So if you haven't done so, you can all add 30 gold pieces to your inventory. There's a
Yahoo!
place for currency.
Da, 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 da.
So I think we should get our ducks in a row, and then we could head out first thing in the morning, first light. Yeah.
I think that's a good idea.
It is not even noon on this day.
Well, maybe let's take. I gotta get some bread in me, and then maybe we could take. Oh no. Hour, 2. Take a break, get ready, take a nice nap, and then hit the road. We could hit the road. Maybe we could make a pretty good distance by sundown. Get ahead of
be.
it.
Would it be okay if I shared my feelings?
Oh, you have feelings? Yes, please do.
I'm very cross that nobody shared the ducks. Ducks are very cute. We have ducks.
There aren't actual ducks. Saying to get your ducks in a row means to get ready. I wish there were actual
It's an
ducks.
expression, Doc.
Doc, you look horrified. There were never any ducks. It's not like we had them and killed them or something.
Who lies about ducks?
Oh, God. I'm so sorry.
Teera will
Never
quickly walk up to Teera. You know what we have to do now, right?
get him a duck.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, of course we gotta get him a duck.
Gotta
We'll
get
get
him
him
a
one on
duck,
the
yes,
road. We can
alright,
find
yeah,
a duck.
Yeah, we can track one easily.
Doc, don't worry. We'll take care of it. Yeah.
Well, it's part of a special game, Doc. Your duck is out there, and we'll go looking for it on our way.
Wait, so I'm the only one that doesn't have a duck?
No. Only one person in the party will actually get a duck, and you're the chosen one.
You are the keeper of the ducks.
Yes, you are the keeper of the ducks. It's a very important role.
So when we find a duck on the road, it's all yours.
Right.
You have
so
to think of
that's
a
why-
name.
Yep. And then you have to make sure that it stays within the row of the party. It doesn't get, And at this point, Asera is looking at Soren. Don't eat the duck.
Don't eat the inevitable duck.
You have to make sure that it's all right.
Okay.
Well, also, we can go our separate ways. Hit the road in about, I'll look at the sun, 2 hours?
I think that's fair.
2 o'clock? We can cover some road by nightfall?
Okay. I'll wait right here.
All right. I just gotta hit up the smithy, see if I can get something made real quick, and then then I'm ready to roll too.
Sounds good to me.
Vaughn, what are you gonna do in your 2 hours?
Actually, I was wondering if I could follow you along. I had a couple
Yeah.
things I want to chat with you about, if that's okay.
Yeah, sounds good. I'm just going to the
Secrets.
smithy. Shut up, Asaria. Mizya, what about you?
Mizya has already found a shade tree to sit under and is reading their books.
Amazing.
Just even look
I
up
like
when
to
you call
imagine I
out,
turn
so.
around and go, Mizya, what about? And they're already way over, like under the tree. I'm like, oh, yeah, that figures. All right, off I go. Meet back here in 2 hours. And I
Sounds good.
I turn and I start marching.
And I kind of keep pace with Teera. So raised around orcs, huh? Or
Yeah.
joined orcs later. How'd that go down?
Well, depends on what you call later. I was real little when the orcs found me, so
Okay.
I was 12. I spent the last 14 years with them.
Okay.
I only left about a year ago now. Yeah, before that I lived with my real parents. We lived actually. Mizya and I haven't talked about this, but I lived right around Silvery Moon, where Mizya spent some time.
Huh.
Not in Silvery Moon. I lived in a little village. It didn't have a name. But
Yeah.
yeah. So until I was 12, and then some stuff happened, and I ended up with the orcs. So
How'd they treat you, the orcs?
they treated me like orcs would treat me. I don't probably have to explain. It took. They were fair most of the time with me.
The way orcs define fair.
Yeah, right. So most of the time, and most of them treated me fair. Some of them didn't, but that's the way of things, right?
Yeah. That
I earned my place.
obviously. I point to one of the marks or tattoos on the arm.
Yep.
How'd you get that one?
Well, this one, this was actually with a battle with another tribe. Boy, there were so many, I don't even remember the name now.
Yeah.
But
as orcs do.
right, it's hard to remember, especially once you defeat them and they just kind of vanish. You know how that is. Yeah, I killed 10 men
Wow.
in that battle by myself, so that was a
Nice.
big one. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. But no, yeah, it was tough for a little while, but the more I held my own, the better they treated me, and then here we are.
Can I ask you a kind of personal question?
Yeah, sure.
Your
Sure, why not?
family. What happened?
Well, we got attacked. It was it happens all the time. We weren't protected by the city. We were just outside. We were too far out to get the guard out to us. So it was bandits. One night they came and they took everything. They destroyed everything, and my parents were gone.
Yeah.
My brother, he was younger than me, so I had to get him out. So we rode away. We ended up escaping, but
Wow. I mean, your brother must be a tall lad now, massive and huge, or
yeah, I don't know. I assume he was always. My dad always said he was going to be bigger than me, and I always called bullshit. But I don't know. We got separated not very long after we escaped. So actually, that's why I'm here. I was on the road looking for him. Last time I saw him, he was riding west.
yeah.
And I never saw him again. It was 14 years ago.
14 years ago. What's his name?
Torin.
Torin.
Yeah, it means something in the Kingdom of Many Arrows, where my dad was from, but I don't remember. He used to tell me what it meant.
I reckon he looks like you then, huh?
I hope so. That's what I've been telling people. But I don't know. For all I know, he maybe isn't like me at all. Maybe he opened a shop. Maybe he's gentle.
I'll tell you what, if after all this is said and done and we don't find your brother and I see him, I'll send you a word. Oh, is this the place we're supposed to be? Is this where we're going?
Yep, right here. Yeah. In fact, I think I should probably go in. I got to get to Bo. Do you need anything? I can. I mean, we're all rich now, and I kind of pat the coin purse.
No, I think I'm good. Yeah, I'll wait outside.
Okay. Nice. Nice talking to you, Vaughn. And then I kind of hustle into the smithy.
Yeah, always. And kind of Vorn just kind of like waits outside, and like the way people wait when the triangle closes and such outside, and just kind of takes a seat somewhere.
There's going to be an 80s montage that's about to
Yeah.
happen.
Yeah. Right.
I want to go in and buy a bow real quick. A bow and a couple of arrows.
You, as you walk into the smithy, as soon as you walk in, you hear Carol. Oi! What's the
Oi.
word, Teera?
Oi, not a lot, Carol. It's good to see ya. We just got back not too long ago and sending us out on the road again already. Just like the way, right?
Right. Gonna need the same horses and wagon.
Yeah, if we could. We're leaving in just a couple hours. I hate to inconvenience you. Are you really busy today?
I'm not terribly busy. It's not an inconvenience. It's literally my job.
Oh, thank you, Carol. I appreciate it. I know it's your job, but you got other jobs around here. We value your time.
I appreciate that. This is what my time is for. Well, it's what I get paid for, in large part.
Yeah, and I need a bow too. While I'm here, not that it doesn't have need to be something fancy. I just need just a bow. Getting up close and personal a little too often these days, and I kind of point at my eye, which is still bruised.
I'm terribly sorry if I'm misinterpreting this, but are you telling me that you're looking for a boyfriend? And are you asking me out?
No, Carol. I mean, not that you are. Oh God, not that you are in any way repulsive. No, I need a B-O-W.
Just pulling your leg.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
Right back
you
at
keep
ya.
me on my toes, you bastard.
What's a bow made of?
Anything. I don't
Wood?
care. Whatever you got on hand. Well, yeah, wood.
I'm a smithy.
What kind of wood? Yeah.
Not a woodworker. I do light carpentry around here.
Okay.
You want swords, axes, shovels, picks, nails, rails, those sorts of things. I'll make them for you. If you want a bow, you're going to have to go to Erudite's Outfitters and Clothiers. They do have some stuff in there. Otherwise, in your travels, if you're going near one of the cities... Weren't you just in Boulder's Gate?
Well, I didn't know I needed a bow then, you shit. You don't need to be a smart aleck about it. I came to the weapon place for a weapon. I didn't think I needed to go to the clothes store.
Smithy and stables. Not an armory.
I know that now very well. Anyway, sorry to waste your time. If we could get the horses, that would be great.
Go ahead and make me... make me a persuasion check. I'm gonna let you have advantage because you've sort of built up a rapport with Carol.
Persuasion. That's a 19.
He sort of steps past you a couple steps into the open doorway of the stables. Hey, like I told you, Teera, the sun-maned, I don't sell weaponry here. I just do repairs and fix things up here and there, like carpentry, horseshoes, that come right back here. You're gonna have to go somewhere else if you want to buy that kind of stuff. Step into my office.
I follow him into his office.
His office is literally the smith area of the stables.
It's like a nook. Got it. Awesome.
All right. You're looking for a bow. Long bow, short bow, crossbow, heavy crossbow, hand crossbow. What you looking for?
Great.
Long bow.
Long bow. Yeah. Yes, please.
I'm assuming you know how to use one of those quite well.
How dare you? How dare you?
Listen. It's a fair... You'd be surprised at the number of people that come in looking to buy something like this and they don't even know what it can do. They don't even have the arm strength to pull back on the thing.
I just flex and I'm like, yeah, I got it, Carol.
Right. All right. I've got a couple of longbows here. And he takes one look back, just kind of leans back around the edge, steps over, and there's where his tool rack is on the back wall of the stables. There's a whole assortment of hammers and mallets, and he reaches up and grabs hold of one, but doesn't pull it out of its slot. He grabs it, twists it, and pulls forward, and the whole wall swings out. And behind there is an area that looks to be only about 3 feet deep. How much further it goes, you can't tell, but he steps into it for a moment, and then he comes out holding 2 longbows. One that has a sort of reddish, polished wood look to it. It's got like a copper or brass inlays all around it. The other one is more of a whiter looking wood. Sorry, I don't know a lot of woods, but a whiter looking wood that has some dark accents on it.
That one. I want that one. And I point at the white one with the dark accents on it.
All right. Yeah, I've had this one for a couple of years. I take great care of all of the weapons.
It's beautiful, Carol. Did you make it or did you buy it?
I didn't make it, and I didn't exactly buy it. I didn't steal it.
Oh.
I just like to
Well,
keep.
then,
I
God
like to
forbid,
keep
that
this.
would make you interesting.
Well, I'm not a thief. I'm not a member of the Thieves Guild or anything such like that. I just know how to appreciate some of the finer weapons, and I keep my ear to the ground. A lot of people come in and out of Candlekeep, and they can't always afford the services they want, and I take trade. Keep that in mind. Don't tell your friends. Or tell
Mum's
them.
the word.
Just don't go spreading
Oh,
it around. Now look,
Not gonna shout it from the mountaintop.
this one here. I've had it for a couple of years. Word is it was in the family for a while. I like it, Teera, so I'll let it go for 60 gold.
Oh. Well. Thank you, Carol. Let me real quick. Can I'll be right back. Literally, like give me like a minute and a half.
1 second, Teera.
Yeah.
Have you ever bargained for something before?
And
Have
I
you
kind
ever?
of stand a little. I stand a little straighter and I puff out my chest. I'm like, I've never had to.
All right. I'm going to give you this piece of information for free. When somebody offers to sell you something, don't take the first offer.
Oh, well, you were already doing me a favor, though. I didn't want to.
Everybody's
haggle
looking
ya.
to make a bit of coin, and everybody's looking to spend some coin. Somebody's going to get something out of it. It's only because I like you that I'm telling you this, and I'm not going to just give everything away to you.
All right.
Won't.
Well then, how
The
about
look on your face.
45?
You were going to go ask your friends to loan you the money, weren't you?
No. Yes. But I just it's so pretty and you've been so nice and I don't want to be a dick. 45 then. Will you take 45 for it?
40 gold, is that what you said?
I said 35. I don't know what you're talking about.
I distinctly
And I
heard you
kinda
say
smile.
42 gold.
I think I said 35. And my undying gratitude.
It sounded an awful lot like 40 gold.
I suppose it could have sounded like 40 gold. It's my accent, regional dialect, you know.
All right. You give me 40 gold. I'll give you the bow and the quiver of 20 arrows at no extra charge. Next time, if you're looking for something to trade or buy here, practice your bargaining before you show up here. Next
Oh, well,
time,
thank you,
I'm
Carol.
going to take your extra gold.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Oh no, Carol. Thank you for the lesson. I appreciate the help. And I still don't have 40 gold. Vaughn! Oi! And I scoot out real quick. I'm like, Vaughn!
Yeah, the Vorn looks up, yeah, what's up?
Can
What's going
can I borrow 10 gold? I'll pay you back, I
10
promise. I'm good. 10, I know. Vaughn, I'm good for it. I'm good for it. You know
Well,
me.
I have no problem giving you the gold, but what are you buying? Are you buying a chariot? Are you
I'll
buying a
show you.
horse?
I'll show you. It's the most fucking metal thing you've ever seen in your life. I mean, it's not metal, but I'll show you. I'll
It's
show
not
you.
metal? 10
It's not.
gold?
No. It's,
mean-
listen, listen, stay right there. 10 gold. I'll pay you back, I promise. That's all you need to worry about.
Don't worry about paying me back, but I don't want to see you get ripped off. What's in that shop that's worth 10 gold? And I reach
You
into the
will
backpack
see.
and
Thanks, Vaughn. It's a work of art. You won't regret it. And I like duck back around the corner to where Carol is.
10 gold. Gosh.
Carol
And I
is
fork it over.
Carol. In the few moments that you were out there, when you come back in, the doorway that was open is now closed, and on the bench there is a long parcel wrapped in burlap and twine. Right, I've got this for you. Wait until you're outside the city gates, or at least far enough away from my stables. Just put the gold there on the counter. And
I put it on the counter and I go over and I snag the burlap and I just kind of like look at it for a second and I remember the way that looked and I smile to myself and Carol is a dwarf, correct?
yes.
Like I kind of just like am excited sort of about this next leg of the journey and I smile. I'm like, thank you, Carol. And I get down on one knee and I hug him. I appreciate it. And I hug him probably a little too hard.
Wait, I thought you said you weren't looking for a bow, friend.
I'm not, but thank you, Carol. I really appreciate it.
All right, well, don't let anybody see you hugging me, and then everybody will want to hug me, and it'll be a whole thing.
I smack him on the back.
And he just does one of these, like, uncomfortable sort of pat. Right, just in your travels, keep your eyes out for things you think Carol might be interested in. Maybe we can work out some deals.
Yeah. Yep, anytime. Thanks again. And I like scoot around the corner back towards Vorn. I'm like, wait till you see this shit. It is a work of art.
All
And
right.
I just start, leaving, getting ready for the day.
Right, and when you're ready to go, I'll have the wagons hitched up and the horses all saddled up and ready to go.
Thanks again, Carol.
Again, literally my job.
Anything else? Awesome.
All right, so what'd you buy for 10 gold? What would you get?
I just like open up like the end of the burlap and just like show him like the edge of the bow. Like, look at this beauty.
It's a nice looking longbow.
Yeah. Yeah. Can Vorn discern the value of this bow?
You could try to make a history check.
Yeah.
History
No,
check?
no. Yeah, 3.
It's good to know your dice are behaving exactly as expected.
They're
Ricky's not
working.
lying.
They're working. They're working.
All right.
Right? Thank you, Vaughn. I'll pay you back as soon as I can.
No, don't worry about it. 10 gold, huh? That's not bad for 10 gold.
Well, yeah. Funny enough, your gold was a supplementary amount in addition to all of mine. But it's a cool bow. And Carol assured me that it was totally worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe you. I believe Carol. I wonder what Assyria would think. Yeah, show her. She would know what this bow's about. before
Yeah,
I
she
would.
knows bows. She'll tell you what it was worth, you bastard. And when I save it with you,
I'm
when I
not
save your
saying
life
it.
with it, when I save your life with it, then you will be not questioning the value of this bow.
When you save my life with it, I'll consider us even.
I'll still owe you 10 gold. But anyway. And I just go back and I just kind of like I wait in the center of town, more or less crisscross applesauce, just waiting for everybody.
Sitting there with this wrapped bow that you just want to unwrap.
Freaking eager. I just have the smile on my face and I'm freaking ready to go. It's like I'm a kid at Christmas. I'm so freaking excited about my bow. And I'm just waiting.
Speaking of bows, Doc, what are you up to?
Doc is standing in the exact same place that he said he would be waiting for everybody in 2 hours.
I'm by Doc. Not really talking to him.
All right.
Giddy.
Assyria and Soren.
Probably after seeing Vorn and Teera wander off, she's gonna actually look around. Is there like apothecary or some place nearby that she can maybe pick up a couple potions? She's thinking of like health potions. She knows that the group she has the group bag essentially, so she knows they have a couple on standby, but she just wants to pick up one or two more just in case everything
The
goes
two
to
locations that you suspect would be your best option if you're looking for health potions would be the Erudite Outfitters and Clothiers.
Okay.
Though they're more like a reseller of used adventuring gear and clothing for scholars and stuff like that. And the Temple of Ogma, which is between the granary, which is next to the House of Rest, and the smithy and stables. Being a temple, there's a possibility somebody there might be able to help you out.
Okay. Then she'll head to the Temple of Ogma.
All right. The as you approach this building, which is relatively small in comparison to the smithy and stables and the greenery on either side, but it's an impressive looking building nonetheless. Each of the cornices of the building have large stone gargoyles perched on them that are staring down around the temple. Otherwise, the temple itself is modest stone dedicated to the god of knowledge, Ogma. So there's lots of intricate design work with books and scrolls that are unfurled, all things, candles that are in various states of burning, things that just seem to call out to knowledge and study. Do you go inside the temple?
Kind of peer in for a moment. Kind of look down at Soren for reassurance and then take a couple steps. Temples aren't really her thing, so she's feeling a little bit out of place here.
So you sort of hesitantly walk through the open doors of this temple, and inside you see large open space. There are some benches for seating, but it looks like for most services that people stand in here. There are candelabras all around the perimeter. There is, sitting on one of the benches near the front of the temple, there is a human man wearing vestments, priestly vestments. He's seated with his legs crossed, and he is holding a book and just reading quietly to himself.
Okay. Does it seem like he's in prayer or that he's just kind of reflecting?
It's hard to tell from here. He just seems to be reading. Let me check
Okay.
real quick. Let's see. Here we go.
Not, I have an idea. But
he closes his book and pulls a pair of round glasses, spectacles off of his face and tucks them inside his robes, stands up, turns to face you. His age is hard to tell. He's human. He is from a region known as Shao, so he has Asian features, and he kind of squints a little bit with the light coming in from outside, competing against the candlelight, but he sees the silhouette of you and Soren standing there. Hello.
oh, hello.
Welcome to the Temple of Ogma.
It's beautiful. I'm sorry. I hope I'm not interrupting.
No, I was simply reading part of my morning ritual of just reading, enlightening the mind. I am Lawkeeper Kai Tigersteel. How may I be of service to you?
You wouldn't happen to know where I might be able to find some health potions or potions to help adventurers?
Adventurers, you say?
Yes.
Are you such an adventurer?
I guess you could say so.
Yes, you do have that look about you. Somebody who travels a bit, is familiar with trekking through the wilderness.
Mm-hmm.
I dare say your steel has seen a small amount, if not a fair share, of blood.
Unfortunately, but
It is no judgment, just acknowledging that though you seem hesitant to use the term adventurer applied to yourself, it seems an apt title to describe you, yes?
I think it's just much easier to use it to describe my comrades versus myself. Yeah, I think I'm still coming to terms with it. Still very new.
Well, you're asking about health potions at a temple of knowledge. I dare say your green around the edges is showing a bit.
Yeah. Just a bit. Normally I'd be procuring the ingredients out in the wilds, but thought, hey, patron to Ogma a little bit and see if I could maybe get some assistance either in the health potions or if there's anything to guide against darkness or anything such as that.
Well, I dare say that the Temple of Ogma here at Candlekeep is not an apothecary as such. And we don't make it a habit of stockpiling such potions. We tend to people's basic spiritual needs and the expansion of the mind through knowledge, of course, and assisting in the understanding of law and the keeping of law. But what sort of steward of knowledge and of the very god Ogma would I be if I didn't offer some sort of assistance? Come forward.
All right.
And he
I love this person.
steps forward towards the front of the temple, where there is an altar laid out with an assortment of books. There's a couple of scrolls that are actually sitting in ornate scroll cases, and on display a few other things there. He beckons you forward. It is okay if you wish for your wolf to accompany you. This is a safe haven for all.
Thank you. Thorin, and she'll motion for him to follow.
As you approach the altar, Lorekeeper Kai Tigersteel takes a taper and lights it from one of the already lit candles, and he lights an unlit candle, and then he passes the taper over to you. And there are an assortment of unlit candles on the table. And he just sort of takes a step, just motions for you, if you wish.
What will this do? You'll have to forgive me, I'm not quite familiar.
It was simply light a candle. The candle here is symbolic of the light that we use to see the words bestowed upon us by Ogma. You said you wished to pay a bit of patronage. This is one of the most simple acts to Ogma you can perform.
Alright. And she'll lean down and kind of light the candles.
Forgive me for saying so. Beyond healing potions, is there anything else that troubles you? Do not feel the need to release your innermost secrets upon me. I am simply observing that though you don't currently carry a traveling pack, there is a weight upon your shoulders, burdens unseen. If you're not ready to reveal those, that is fine.
I think it's more of a weight of the mind. And you're correct, I'm not quite ready to talk about it yet. But I'm sure a day will come when I'm a bit more comfortable. Right now, the fear is, well, to think of it knowledgeably, it's the darkness, the unknown. Not knowing what's going to happen.
Yes.
Not knowing necessarily who I can trust or what the next move should be.
Well, if and when the day comes that you wish to seek counsel, I will be here at the Temple of Ogma, at your disposal. It is perfectly normal, and understandably so, to fear the unknown. And what greater unknown is there than what lies in the darkness? I cannot give you something beyond the basic knowledge I'm assuming you already possess on how to start fires, light candles and lanterns, that sort of thing. But I sense you are talking of a darkness that is even deeper than the most absolute darkness.
Mm-hmm.
Here, this is but a token, but it is a blessed holy symbol of Ogma. And he takes from the table something that catches the light in excuse me, that catches the light from the candles, sort of reflects off of it, and what he hands to you is what looks to be a small a pin. Think like an enamel pin you'd get at a con or something like that, in terms of size.
Perfect reference. Thanks, Jake.
But
Very good.
Everybody in the room's like,
Yep.
oh, that,
Exactly.
okay, perfect.
no question there. So this pin is maybe an inch wide and about an inch and a half tall. It is made of brass, and it is in the shape of, and then details are etched into it with, it looks like some sort of like acid etching or something. All of us who know Punkle Nick's MC etching know exactly what process we're talking about there. But the design is that of a blank scroll, which you'll recognize as something you've seen around this temple. This is Ogma's symbol, the blank scroll. It symbolizes that which we don't yet know. The scroll, it awaits to be filled with whatever knowledge you gain. Now, it will not provide you actual light, but take it as a token and a symbol of the symbolic light of knowledge.
Thank you.
I also will offer you this. And he looks through some of the books, and the actual books you see, none of them have actual wording on the spines, but there's about 4 or 5 books that are all of similar height, and they look to be about 2 inches thick, black leather bound. He takes this book and he says, should you find yourself or your other adventurers in need, you will find what you're looking for within the pages of this book. And he hands it to you.
She'll take the book as well.
All right. The book has a little more weight than you would have initially expected for such a small tome.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Is
feel
there
like I
anything
should
else?
No. I feel like I should give something else as thank you and gratitude.
I require nothing of you. This
What
is
about Ogma?
This is a temple. You've declared yourself a seeker of knowledge. Whether directly or indirectly, you are serving the will of Ogma in doing that. As a lawkeeper, the best way you can give something to me, if that's what you're looking for, is tell me of your travels. Tell me your adventures. Should you return here, of course. I suspect you will, as, if I'm to understand correctly, you work for Telesavoste
You'd be correct.
on behalf of the library. So I do hope to hear of your exploits.
I think that's a good deal. She'll kind of put the book and the pin in her bag, and then kind of put her right hand over the left side, and just kind of do a small little bow as a thank you. Guess I should be heading off. I think our group's about to set out.
Safe travels. And he mirrors the gesture that you made. Bows to you. And as you and Soren head out of the front door, he simply walks back over to the bench, sits down, pulls out his spectacles, puts them back on, opens up his book, and continues reading. And
She'll hang out at the entrance for a moment, just looking back, and then kind of smile, kind of wryly, just at how quickly they met and they were able to go back to what they were doing pretty quickly. The passage of time kind of being marked on her as she steps back out into the light.
all right, you said you put the book in the pack. You didn't look at it or anything. Okay.
She's gonna look on it as they're walking. She's assuming at this point that the group's starting to kind of gather, and not wanting to get on Teera or Mizya's bad side. She's gonna kind of quicken her pace and maybe during a short rest or a long rest, take a look at them a little bit further.
Duval.
Somewhere in the distance,
Aw.
across the courtyard, you see as two scholars, one comes out of one door, another's coming out of the erudite clothiers. When one sees the other one, a rather dapper looking black man, you just hear, Duval! Duval just resubscribed, earning you another domain tome. And apparently, I just decided Duval's now in canon is at Candlekeep, so there's a little bonus
As
there.
it should be. As it should be.
Hi, big bro.
So, as Assyria and Soren head over to where everybody else is gathered, and you see that Carol is pulling the horse that's harnessed to the wagon, along with the other horses, out in front of the stables. You all get ready to go. Assyria, you pull the book out that Lorekeeper Kai Tigersteel gave to you, and as you open it up to look inside, you find that there is a small hollowed out space in the middle of this book, and inside are 2 healing potions.
Oh, what a
Oh, he's
gem.
so cool.
He is the coolest son of a bitch in this whole campaign, and I'm gonna say it.
Yep.
You've said that about 75% of the NPCs you've met.
We hadn't met Kai
Yeah.
Tigersteel yet.
No.
Now that we've met
Very
him, he has
cool.
taken the mantle.
That's so cool.
In my mind, I should have described it to him, but in my mind, he looks like oh my gosh, I just blanked on his name. I am one with
What's
the
he
Force,
in?
and the Force is with me.
Oh.
Ip Man.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
What is his name?
I don't know.
Oh,
I'm
Donnie
panicking.
Donnie Yen? Is that right?
Maybe.
I think it's Donnie
I
Yen.
I can picture him. I just can't think
Yeah,
of the
Donnie
name.
Yen is his character is him as an actor, but I don't know what's his name in the Force in the Rogue. In Rogue
Well, no,
One,
but
don't
I
know
meant
what
him as the actor. I meant the actor. That's who
meant
I
the actor.
pictured.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
that's
right.
Sunny.
That's who I'm picturing as Donnie Yen. Duval's
Yes.
confirming that.
Cast.
So yeah, that's who I picture
I
is
agree.
sort of, yeah, just he's from Shao, in the Forgotten Realms. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and we are gonna take our break. Take a short 10-minute break. When we return, you will be ready to hit the road. Thank you to everybody who's tuned
Finally.
in so far. And please stick around. We'll be back in about 10 minutes. All right, and we're back.
Woohoo!
The-
On the road again. Finally.
Finally.
Nope, I'm just going to do this. Sorry, I was debating something, and it's going to bite me in the butt if I do it.
Oh, what are you?
You are on your way. The sun is high overhead, just having passed noon, as you are traveling along the road that leads outside of Candlekeep to the coastway. You know, it's going to take you most of the day to get to the road. You were told to follow the coastway south until it begins to veer southeast and then go off-road on the trails. You are looking for, you were told that as you approach the cloud peaks straight south, you should find what you're looking for, which is this mysterious older town of Witchway.
Cool.
You know you have a journey of about 3 days ahead of you. As you are traveling along the road, I would like for a couple of you to make some rolls for me.
Hello.
I can do rolls.
I can
Rolls
do
is something I
rolls.
do here.
So I need somebody to roll me.
Let's choose strategically, team.
Somebody roll
Just
me a
jump at it.
d20.
Oh well. I choose frickin' Jordan, who has her dice bewitched by friendship.
Just a regular D20. Am
Yep.
I adding anything?
Nope.
All right, 19.
Okay. Roll a d4.
Okay,
However, we don't know if a 19 is good or bad in this
No.
context.
that's the problem.
I feel like
3.
it's good.
3. You've been used to, at the end of Tarsak here, that most of the days have been around right in the neighborhood of 55, 60 degrees. You're approaching the later portion of spring, but there's not a cloud in the sky when you left, and it is almost 90 degrees out
Oof.
as the sun is just baking down on you. It's warm enough to feel exponentially warmer because of the difference in temperature. Somebody else roll me another d20.
I'll do it. I got a 13.
There is a slight reprieve, though, as a bit of a light breeze occasionally blows along and gives you just that little bit of relief from the excess heat. But while you are on the open road, the sun is quite bright. It is quite warm. Mizya, how are you handling this?
Oh god.
The heat. I think we're walking, correct? There's no cart or anything like that.
No, you have a cart and horses.
Oh, okay.
Same
Is
setup
it-
as last time.
Okay. I am huddled in the back of the cart with my robes pulled up over as far up over my neck as I can, and just kind of trying to lean into whatever little speck of shadow I can find on the back of this cart. And there's just this constant din of
Not the sun.
it's so hot.
Oh, you know what? So first off, because it's pretty much noon, for the first couple hours, there's no shadow to be found, even from
Oh.
like Doc and the others. Mizya,
Come here for escapism, Jake.
Mizya, I need you to roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh no.
You had a lot of mimosas.
Oh,
True.
jeez.
There's a 9.
Yeah.
Technically, I had half of a mimosa.
Oh, that is true.
I had the other half.
So roll with advantage.
All right, then I had rolled a dirty 20.
Okay. So the others might assume that the mimosas and the heat are not mixing well, as Mizya is continually moaning and just...
No, it's 100% like just a minor inconvenience that I am blowing way out of proportion, and I am no way taking my wife or child or children as inspiration for this moment. Oh, it's so hot. Does anybody have any water?
I am going to turn this cart around. So help me God.
Somebody who hasn't already rolled, roll me a d10.
And now the indecisive boys look at each other until one of them eventually rolls. We could be here all night.
I'm gonna say
Ricky, I can see
Gary
Ricky.
because
I
Ricky
want,
Ricky's
you know
having
what?
that
I want
moment.
Ricky.
Should
I want Ricky to roll this.
I was trying to like slink into the background and I hope I don't have to roll
no.
because
Ricky's just like,
It's a d10, Ricky.
yeah, I'm okay when my dice rolls hurt me, but when it hurt the team, let's just see how it goes.
Oh no.
How's that 4?
fuck me.
Oh come on!
How's that 4?
Okay.
It's gonna freaking
Well,
rain.
We'll see whether or not you find out what the 4 does at a later time.
Oh God!
Our Satan.
As you are...
Ricky!
As your group is underway, are you doing anything in particular as far as what are you doing as far as travel pace? Are you keeping high alert? Are you casual? What are you all doing?
Sarah is definitely keeping watch. She's probably more towards the back of the group, just making sure no one's sneaking up behind. And Soren's probably, if we're on a path, like exploring the sides of the path, just keeping an eye on things.
Once we're out of sight of Candlekeep, I take the bow out of the burlap and I'm just like testing the what do I want to say, tension, like feeling how like the pound draw and all that.
Yeah.
And I'm just like looking at it in awe, very happy with my purchase.
Vorn is he is really quick to remember the rats along the last trail, so a little more vigilant, but every 12 or 15 minutes he takes out one of his throwing axes and kind of tosses it in the air and sees if he can like affect it while it's in the air, like just kind of like, but subtle,
Telekinesis.
just like subtle though, like he's like, to everyone else looks like he's throwing it up and going whoa. But yeah, that's what Vorn's doing.
Is Doc sweating? That's one question I have. Does Doc sweat? It seems like he might not, but I don't know. Not
He does not.
God, he's weird, dude. He's a weird dude.
Jake, as we're kind of walking, can I do like a perception check to see if maybe I can see some duck tracks, please?
Duck trap. Oh, you're kidding me.
Theria has not forgotten.
It'd be like the ducklings, right? Like because they would have like a whole
Yeah,
trail
like
of
if we're
babies.
like if there's like a nearby like
Are
stream.
you gonna take a duckling from its mother?
No, not a duckling. She's not gonna take a duckling. She's gonna take a duck.
Absolutely. Go ahead. Keep your
And-
eyes peeled. And make me a your choice is going to be investigation or survival.
Okay. It's the same. Actually, they're okay. That is going to be a survival check. It's going to be 18.
Ooh.
Okay.
No, I'm not, Hawkmere. Stop it.
Okay.
Here for
I would say probably about 2 hours into this first day of travel, you hear somewhere off the road, there's a lot of rolling grassland, occasional copse of trees, things like that. And there is an area of rolling hills where your ears perk up. You do hear the sounds of waterfowl not too far away.
Soren, sick him.
No.
Soren, fetch.
No. Okay. And she's able to see some tracks perhaps too with that check. Is that included with that?
Duck prince.
Fuck.
You're on a well-traveled road, so, and then there's grassland, so you're not so much seeing the tracks as you're
Okay.
hearing what sounds like there's probably a duck pond nearby, or a pond with some ducks.
All right. Teera,
Oi.
are you all right if we stop for a moment? I believe we've found the duck situation.
Oh.
Right.
Yeah.
That Doc needs to make sure that we keep the duck in a row and all of that, correct?
Yeah, it's very important that we find a duck.
Right.
Oh my god, a duck for Doc. That should have been the name of the episode. I don't know who I'm talking to. Anyway, well,
Of ducks and men.
yes. Well, so how are we gonna? And I guess the whole freaking premise for Teera getting into Candlekeep was that she knows how to like trap and stuff. Could I make a survival check to see if I know a good way to catch a duck?
Well, we don't have to necessarily trap it. If we earn its trust enough, then I mean, it won't necessarily fly
We
away.
don't have all day to earn its trust. We can capture
Right?
it first
but
and
if
then
we
earn
give
its
it
trust.
food, that should begin and should be enough.
Here, ducky, ducky, ducky.
You can
No.
absolutely, because it is established that you are quite good at hunting and trapping and such, so go ahead and make a survival check with advantage.
There's staying in
awesome.
Jake's voice.
Phenomenal. 18.
So close to
Tell
getting
me
us
what
on the
exactly you're
trajectory.
trying to do so I can deal with this.
Here's what I do to make Asaria happy. I want to set up a little, kind of like a snare, like you would use to catch a rabbit, except I want to put like bread in the middle of it,
Oh, you don't
or
eat
frickin' oats,
bread.
whatever you're supposed to give ducks now, because it bloats them up and kills them if you give them bread, I guess. Fun fact, hashtag biology.
Yep.
But then I want to like set the snare so like if it tries to fly away, the snare like goes shoop on its leg.
Okay.
That.
So, Assyria and Teera have veered off. Do you let the rest of your party know what you're up to?
Yeah. Asteria will kind of let the party know. She also asked if Doc would like to watch carefully from afar and keep Soren in a row while they're trying to get the duck.
You hurry back. It's so hot. I want to keep moving.
Mizya, we're taking a break. You should be happy.
It's
Well,
in
you-
the
We
sun.
need to get you a parasol.
Hide under the cot, Mizya, if we're stopped.
That's what we should have done before we left. We should have gotten you a parasol.
I do this like creepy little spider crawl across the back of the
Oh.
cart and just kind of like flip underneath.
Yes, dude.
And just,
that
like-
makes
And Vorn kind
Awesome.
of looks like he's like, the fuck?
I was terrified.
Right.
That's friggin' stupendous, bro.
Love it.
All right, so I'm hunched over in the reeds.
Oh.
What is Doc
So-
doing? Like the whole time, what is Doc doing?
I want to know.
Just sitting there.
Were you driving
I
the
have an
cart
idea.
again?
Ah,
Yeah. He's just sitting there and he's looking at Mizya dive under the cart. He thinks that's interesting.
all right.
He's watching with curiosity.
And like Vorn kind of goes up to the front of the cart where Doc is, and he's like, I think they're trying to find you a duck, Doc.
They're trying to find me, Doc, a duck.
They're trying to find a doc for Doc. No, trying to find a duck for Doc. Yeah, duck for Doc.
A duck for Doc.
Yeah, for you.
For me, Doc. A duck.
A duck
Oh
for
my
you.
God, I hate
A
it.
duck for me, Doc.
Yeah, but don't duck. Like they're trying to find you a duck because
No,
you were
If I duck, I'm normal person height.
right. They're trying to find you a duck.
Well, I they said that there were ducks, but there weren't any ducks. That doesn't seem very nice.
Yeah, and they feel bad about it, so they're trying to find a duck for you, like a
Doc.
duck for Doc.
Right.
Yeah.
You guys are being dicks.
Yeah. So Asteria seeing that Teera's working on this masterful cage trap, she's going to quietly go through the grass, and then when she sees a duck, she's gonna cast Speak with Animals.
I worked so hard on this trap, and now you're just gonna freaking convince it. Okay, cool.
Yeah, that's fine. Hang on. So, do you want me to roll stealth, Jake? How we want to do this?
So, so there's a couple things. Wow. Did not see this going this way. Ridiculous. Take
Jake
1d4
was
psychic damage.
Jake was finally happy we were going with the main thread. We were finally leaving town.
Yeah.
Nope, we got a
What's
Two
that?
hours. You mean 2 hours outside of town before you immediately stop the wagon because you're duck hunting.
What's that over there? Ducks.
I mean, again, count on Gary to completely dissuade the plot hook, and now we're going for a duck.
Okay,
What does
so
duck
I
have to
need
say?
Teera to make a dexterity check to make this snare
Okay.
to see how well you make the snare.
Okay. Dex check is a dirty 20.
Nice.
All right. Your snare is expertly created. Assyria.
Yeah.
I need you to make a stealth check.
All right.
Everybody else? Shh. Be very, very quiet.
Very quiet, you bastard. I knew it. I knew it.
25.
I can't wait till Jake just fast travels us next time.
Yeah, it's
25. She's got a
Oh, I'm
plus
here
6
for this.
stealth.
You're in Witchwood.
Yep.
You stealth right into Witchwood. You see the sign.
What?
You.
Which
All
one
right,
is the
so you, Assyria, you have managed to lower yourself down into the tall grass, and as you get closer to this this pond, that there seems to be a bit of wetland around it, so you're able to move very quietly across this ground. What are you attempting to do? Get close enough to a duck?
Yep.
Okay. What? Sorry, there's more to it than just that. Than just what?
Oh, it's all
Get
good.
close.
I'm trying to think of what animal would be
What?
closest to a duck, because I don't think there's a duck
Quail?
in here.
Like a quail or
How can there
another
not be a duck?
bird.
There's a lot of basic stuff like that that's not in there. I'm trying to think of what birds
Chicken?
are. I don't think there's chicken.
Swan, a loon.
A wild hen.
There's an abyssal chicken and a secret chicken.
I mean, an abyssal chicken for Doc would be great.
You know what? I got it. I'm gonna go with this, I think.
So much trouble for
A
a damn
heron.
duck.
Oh,
This duck cannot
I just
die.
need to
The
figure
most
out here
important duck.
what the heck is going on. Okay, so you are able to get close enough. What's the range on Speak with Animals?
Speak with Animals is. There's not a ranges area itself, so I can only cast it on myself.
Okay. So yeah, you can cast that at any time, and then yeah, there's some ducks that are sort of swimming in amongst the reeds, swimming around and dipping down into the water.
So she'll kind of focus for a moment, and you'll see a bit of green kind of flare up around her eyes, and then it goes to her throat where her vocal cords are. And then she's going to look over at the ducks. Everybody else is gonna sound like quack quack quack, but to her, it's gonna sound like hello.
I turn to
Fucker.
Assyria.
There's you hear from the ducks as there's
Hold on.
all of the ducks
Jake.
suddenly go shh 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 shh.
Hi. I was wondering if I could talk to you for a moment. Last 10 minutes, by the way.
Who is that? Who's there?
I'm hi, and she'll kind of hands up, move a little bit closer.
Assyria, where are you going?
Yeah,
Are you
I don't want to get
happy yet?
copyright straight.
Yeah.
Good suggestion, Ricky.
I can't talk. I can either make the sound or say words. I can't.
Yes. I just want to see you do it. Okay.
That's what they all sound.
That's all they say. You did this to me.
That's a great use of that spell, Jordan.
Oh my gosh.
I didn't do it.
Okay.
None of this is my fault.
100%
So
your
much
fault.
trouble
Oh,
for so
man.
little a thing.
Okay.
What are the ducks saying, bro?
Yeah,
What are
let's
they
go.
doing?
They go, oi, what's that?
There's a person over there. There's a person over there. I think they're talking to us.
Remind me of the seagulls from
Just-
Finding Nemo.
Just acts normal. Acts normal. Maybe it won't speak to us again. Why do we act normal? I don't know. Swim casually. All of the ducks just in unison. There's about 4 of them here. They just sort of start swimming in slow, lazy circles, and you can see their eyes as they're going around in these circles. Their eyes are like,
Yep. Sarah will reach in her bag for some. She does, when she's very low and can't get any meat, she does have some like dried grasshoppers. So, hey, when you pour, you gotta eat. You gotta eat. So she'll pull those out and kind of like throw them a little bit closer between her and the ducks.
let me check something.
I mean, I do have food if you wanted that. I was just gonna ask if you're happy here, or if you wanted to maybe move on.
As you throw the grasshoppers, the 4 ducks are still sort of swimming around, and one of them just goes,
I think it's working.
I'm going for him. It's literally throwing 3 food at us. I'm going for it. And it breaks up. They're like, no.
I'm shooting my shot.
And
She won't.
the
she
duck
won't
swims closer, and it just starts snapping up the whatever grasshoppers that you threw in.
move. Yep. She won't move forward. She'll just. She knows this game. She's got to wait it out. She'll throw some more in. This time a little bit closer to her.
I'm
See, it's
pointing
alright.
at the snare.
Yes.
Throw him over there, Assyria.
Why are you throwing these at me? Why are you giving me free food?
Oh, you looked hungry. For one.
Well,
and I
I'm a
want to-
duck.
Yeah, you looked hungry.
I'm a duck. If I'm not hungry, I'm horny. If I'm not horny, I'm hungry. That's what we do.
Wait, is the viewpoint just a duck going quack, quack, quack?
I need that on a shirt.
she's talking
I
to
need
her?
that on a shirt.
Which shirt? Swim casually, or if I'm not hungry, I'm
Not
horny?
hungry, I'm horny.
Um,
I'm a duck.
Well, I wanted to ask you a question too, and I do understand this is taking up some time, and she's trying to speak a little bit quicker now, realizing that 10 minutes is approaching, and also Teera and the rest of the group are going to want to get moving. I was just gonna say, if you wanted some more food and did maybe want to see the world a bit more, perhaps some bigger duck ponds, you can come back to your friends with some more stories about things you've seen.
It snatches up a couple more grasshoppers, turns its head towards the other ducks. It's giving free grasshoppers, but I think it's flirting with me. It's offering to show me a whole new world. Right. I'm going to try to talk to it. Hello, human.
Hello.
Can you understand me?
I can understand you.
Oh, Grey Goose in the sky. It's talking to me and it understands me.
My name is Asaria. How are you and who are you?
What's a name?
My name's... Well... My name's Louis.
Louis. All right.
I tried to come up with a clever name, and the only names in my head were Huey, Dewey, and Louie.
Louis is fine.
Louis the duck
Louis is fine. Louis
is the best.
Yeah, it's the best. I don't know why you're doubling down. It's great. Louis, all right. Well, I'm not flirting.
Wait, you're not.
No.
You're just throwing free food at me.
Well, free food and also a proposition. Which is not
See, you're flirting. You just propositioned me.
As I just said, it's different from flirting.
Look, I'm sure you're a nice girl or boy or whatever you are, or person. You're a human. I'm a bird. I'm foul.
Yes, you are foul. I just was wondering if you wanted to perhaps go and see the world with a friend who's looking for another friend, perhaps.
This is like...
Yeah.
You're a matchmaker.
No. Do you want to come with us and get more food or not?
At this point, Teera is like poking up over the reeds just a little bit.
All you're hearing is this constant quack, quack. This duck is just like... And Assyria's making quacking sounds, and... I need you to make an animal handling check.
Okay.
Real quick, Vorn is at the cart and he's like, "What the duck are they doing?"
Yay! Asaria, do it with advantage. Do it with advantage, Jordan.
Oh, really? Because I rolled a 1. So, yeah.
Reroll and with advantage.
Reroll.
Do it. 4.
Okay, natural 20, and I can't do that.
Did you do it with advantage
24.
or not? Sorry.
No, I don't need. That's the highest I could
That's
go.
something
That's
I
a
just yelled
24.
out.
I mean, I'll re-roll it. Yeah, I was gonna do that regardless, but yeah, 24.
So you just re-rolled, you didn't do the advantage?
Mm-hmm. I just
Sorry.
re-rolled.
I'll give that one back.
I spoke out of turn.
All
my
right.
bad.
So, if I'm understanding this correctly, you're offering me free food,
Correct.
and I just come hang out with you for a while?
Myself and some friends. We
Right,
promised
that's
that-
right, because you're trying to hook me up with somebody, one of your friends.
Sure.
You've piqued my curiosity. I kind of want to see your friends. I will
Okay.
make a judgment for myself whether or not I like them.
enough.
And if I feel at all uncomfortable when I'm traveling with you, I'm swiping right out of there.
That's totally fair. How about this? Why don't you stay here? I'll come back with the particular member that I was speaking about. Does that work?
Works for me.
And she'll look at Teera and
Oh, and it's. I follow Assyria. Are we leaving the reeds?
yeah, she's heading back to go grab Doc.
As soon as we are out of earshot of the duck, I'm like, what the hell was that? Why the hell did you have me make a nice snare and everything when you were just gonna wah, wah, wah with it?
I didn't know you were gonna make a snare. You did that yourself.
You told me to catch a duck. I made you a
Okay,
snare.
Right,
The fuck
but
was I even there for?
again, you forget it. If we try and capture it and take it away against its will, it's going to be spending all of its time trying to get away. We need to earn its trust and see if it wants to be there. And she's looking at Soren. The reason he's not on a leash.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Now, your trick is perfect if we're catching dinner.
Yeah.
So, yes, and we could take that cage with us and then we're good to go. But we want to earn this thing's trust, or else we're going to be fighting every day to try and keep it with us. And poor Doc, I don't think is going to really feel all that great about themselves with trying to do this.
Yeah, Doc's starting to have feelings now, huh?
And I think this means a little bit more to him coming from the both of us than probably you or I really realized. He seemed quite perturbed when we came back from our last adventure.
Yeah,
So
you're not
it's the
wrong.
least we could do.
Okay. We'll do it your way.
If it doesn't work out, we'll find something else that you can trap and kill. Okay?
Perfect. Thank you.
Deal.
Deal.
All right. So we'll head back to the cart. Hey, Doc.
Hello.
You want to go see a new friend?
Yes.
Perfect. All right. Come with me. And she'll, at this point, too, reach into her bag and pull. She doesn't have many left, but she'll pull a couple of the grasshoppers. Hold out your hand.
Doc accidentally kills this duck.
No, don't. Why would you even speak that into the
You
universe?
said of ducks and men earlier, and now it's all I can think about.
Listen, no. All right. So, Doc, there's going to be a duck that you're going to meet. You're going to carefully, when we get to the stream, throw the grasshoppers, not all of them, but a few of them into the water. The duck may come up to you and maybe sniff you out, may check you out, but we're going to try and see about if he'll come with us. His name is Louis.
Louie.
You can name him something else privately.
Okay.
Way I go.
But that's
So-
his name.
So I should go with you? Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Doc will follow this area.
All right.
I want to go with them. I want to see Doc's reaction.
Vorn's gonna
Cari,
check
you
real
can
quick
come.
under the carrot and is like, Mizya, you okay under there?
It's still hot.
Look, weird thing. There's a lot of strange ducking conversation going on out there. I'm not sure who was going. Like, I'm not sure if it was the ducks or if it was Assyria.
It was
But,
not me. You hear us say. She's got very good hearing.
Mizya, do you want some water or anything? I have a whole pouch here.
If you could just pour it over my head, that would be fantastic.
Yeah.
It's
It's slightly nightmarish when Mizya pokes her head from underneath the cart like a spider gripping underneath it. It's,
Oh my god.
God.
it's a little unsettling.
Their hair is like matted to
Yeah.
their skin.
Yep.
and, like, freaking-
All right. And we'll head back to the stream.
Oh.
Louis.
Yeah. I'm right here.
Oh. Hello. This is the friend that I was trying to, well, get you to meet. His name is Doc. Doc, and she'll kind of put her hand on Doc's shoulder. Go ahead. Offer up a couple grasshoppers. Not all of them. Good. Perfect.
phenomenal. This is quality content.
Perfect. That was beautiful. Perfect.
Oh my
We can.
God.
Yeah. See, put your hand out. Maybe Louis will, I don't know, sniff you or just stay somewhat still while Louis checks you out. Louis.
What am I supposed to do with this one?
Well,
Is this the one you're trying to set me up with?
I don't know about set you up, but to see if the two of you would maybe be good friends with each other or something to that effect.
Louis starts sort of moving around, his head low to the ground, looking for an errant grasshopper, moving a little closer to Doc. Doc, the duck is getting closer to you.
Okay.
Perfectly still.
Make an animal handling check straight up.
Do it with advantage.
Can I give him advantage
Do it
because
with
I'm there?
advantage.
Yeah, please.
Sure.
We're all being very
Thanks.
supportive.
Yeah, we're trying so hard.
I would like to re-roll.
Oh my god.
Matchmaker, matchmaker,
You
make
can
me a
match.
match.
Find me a fine, catch me
Catch
a
me a
catch.
catch.
15.
Dude.
Duck after duck after duck, I'm alone, so find me a match of my own.
All right.
That was more than 10 seconds. We're gonna
Look.
get flagged.
He seems okay. I don't dislike him.
I like his vibe.
He's really good with flowers, and he's very strong. She's quacking at this point. The
Flowers?
spell's about to run out. Yeah.
You said flowers.
Mhm.
Flowers is good eating.
Mhm.
Oh.
All right, so
Hey.
here's the deal. I would come with you for however long I think. The
Perfect.
second anything seems untoward, the second anything makes me uncomfortable,
Mhm.
I am flying out of there.
Fair enough. Even for a little,
Now.
I think that would be. I will give you a warning. We are adventurers, so trouble.
I don't know what
sometimes-
that is.
We. Perfect.
Excellent.
You fly off when you feel you need to. Yes.
Absolutely
Well-
wonderful.
While Asaria is bartering with Louis, I wanna like lean to Doc and I'm like, well, Doc, do you like him? I think he likes you. Look at him.
It's a duck.
Yeah. Didn't you want a duck? You got all teary when we talked about ducks earlier.
Yes.
Oh, good. Well, we were hoping you would like him.
Mm-hmm.
Louis is a terrible name, though.
Well, that's his name.
No.
What are you gonna call him? I mean, he won't probably know if you call him something else.
I'm going to call him Einstein Jr.
Amazing. We'll just tell him that that means Louis in our tongue, yeah? We don't have to tell him.
Okay.
Perfect. I
Well,
give a thumbs
I've
up
got to say-
Asaria.
You've been a perfectly lovely person, but I don't have any idea what your friends are. As the spell comes to an end,
Yeah.
but you'd hear one other thing right as the spell comes to a. Right as the spell is coming to an end, you hear from a little bit further away. What's this now? There's grasshoppers just lying here.
Oh God.
And this tramped down grass. Oh, I love grass. "Ah, it's got me!
Oh,
Something's
no.
got me!"
No, shit. I
And
hear a
over by
duck
the side,
panicking.
Teera, you hear the flapping and quacking of a duck caught in the snare.
Oh no. Okay.
Louis
well,
goes flying up and
Wait.
lands on Doc's head
Oh,
because it's one of the highest points. And over where the other duck is flapping around in the brush and the tall grass, the commotion startles something else in the grass.
Oh no.
As you hear and two massive boars come charging out of the grass
Oh,
right towards you
no.
all. And we'll see what happens next week on our next episode.
Oh my god. No.
So the boar was what Ricky rolled when he rolled a 4 earlier, was the encounter.
Ricky! Yeah.
So here's the thing that I think is funny. While Gary's over
Wow.
here saying, I had nothing to do with this, right after we went to break, and I said, when we come back, you'll be, or maybe it was before when I said we'll be getting you on the road. Gary said, "Oh, we'll see," and then makes that comment about ducks in the row. And what does the last half of the game end up being? Getting Gary a duck.
We're befriending a duck. Yep.
Ladies and gentlemen and gentle folk everywhere, this is Dungeons and Dragons. And I'm here for it. I actually love all of this. I absolutely love it. This is, like I said, you're
Side
driving
note.
the story, and if your story suddenly goes into Mizya complaining about the heat and
You bastard! Where did you get a picture of a duck?
Oh,
You're
Gary!
you're a witch.
Gary schmoozing for that extra point of inspiration.
He deserves
Apparently,
I quit.
I need to make get on making a couple of duck t-shirts, the swim casually, and I'm a
not
duck.
hungry, I'm horny.
I'm a duck. I'm either hungry or horny.
Yes, it's perfect.
Please.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Wow. More.
Phenomenal.
You are
Wow.
2 hours outside of Candlekeep
Listen,
on a
this was
3-day
important.
journey.
This was important. You
Yes,
didn't
it
see
was.
Doc's face
It was.
when we mentioned ducks in a row. Shame on
Listen,
me. I feel like this is partially my
You
fault.
befriended Louis the Duck. You just snared Moby Duck.
Moby Duck!
See, I can do duck puns too. All right, well, this has been another thrilling episode of Scribes and Scrolls, the Candlekeep Mysteries. For those of you who might be wondering where we're 15 episodes in, where are the VODs? Well, I'm way behind. I've
Nowhere
been
else.
busy, but I've been getting caught up, and within the next week or so, with 15 episodes to go, it'll be probably 2 weeks. But I am slowly getting backlog of Dawnbringers, and I will be uploading the VODs of Scribes and Scrolls, the Candlekeep Mysteries to youtube.com/Mini-Terrain domain. So you can check those out at your leisure later on. We thank everybody who tuned in tonight. Just a reminder, we will not be anywhere to be seen on Twitch on Wednesday, as we are participating in a day off of Twitch. I encourage you to investigate the hashtag a day off Twitch to look into that. And we've moved most of the channel support over to Ko-Fi, where you can tip as per usual, buying coffees for MTD, or you can choose now to become a I don't remember what my own tiers are. You can choose to become
Legend,
an
or a hero
explorer,
or something.
an adventurer, a hero, or a legend. And I'm working on getting things in place so I can start doing exclusive content for those tiers as well. But check us out over on Ko-Fi. I just put the link in the chat. Thursday, the Dawnbringers returns right here at 8:30 p.m. Eastern with Death Becomes Her, episode 30. It is the final showdown with Vi the Corrupted / the Frost Maiden. but not the finale of the season. Friday, tentatively, we will be over on myself, V, and Ted will be over at Nerdarchy Live for our next untraditionally arcane all wizards game. And then I know, Gary, you've got something going on that involves me and Jordan, but not Dwight. Tell us a little bit of what's going on with the side quests.
Wow.
So as most of you know, we've been running Quest for the Cure for a year now. After this past Saturday, we just topped $25,000. We decided we were going to get some friends together, and we wanted to do something really special. September is Duchenne Awareness Month, and if you're not aware of it, Duchenne is a form of muscular dystrophy. It's the most commonly diagnosed genetic disorder that's fatal, that's usually diagnosed in childhood. It affects 1 in 5,000 kids, and so we're trying to get the word out about what this disease is because it is so rare. There are so many charities out there that people have an emotional connection to, but this one, it's difficult because it's so rare and most people aren't touched by it. So this coming Saturday and the following Saturday and the following Saturday and the Saturday after that, we're running Quest for the Cure side quest where we're getting celebrity DMs and players to join us. And we're doing that for every week. So this coming week on twitch.tv/Team Squad Up, we have Lauren Urban, who is going to be DMing an incredible cast, including Goblin Katie, Hope Lavelle, Chris Siddiqui, and 2 other people I can't remember. Robogoblin's going to be there. Robogoblin's going to be there, and there's one more person who I regret that I can't remember. But on the 25th, Jordan and Jake are going to be participating as well. So we will be giving you weekly updates on that, and I hope you will consider joining in. But the reason it's exciting is because we are doing an auction for seats where you can play with some of these incredible players. I will drop the link in the chat when I'm done flapping my gums. Thank you for the opportunity, and thank you for everybody who's tuned in and supported us. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, so we are very excited to be a part of that. I just came up with my game today that I'll be running, something called Monsters Under the Bed. And I'm really looking forward to running that game for an amazing cause. Anybody else got any announcements before we head on out of here?
Dice Tales is playing tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern. If you're interested, we are playing tomorrow night. We have a once-a-month show, and so we get a lot of bang for our buck. If you're interested, Dice Tales live on Twitch.
Check it out. An amazing DM and wonderful group of players. I've been able to pop in a couple times and catch their show. Very cool. Stick around as we get ready to head out of here. We are going to raid Realmsmith, who is playing D&D right now. I can't see in this thumbnail who else playing with them, but they run
Critical Bard, a few people. I think they're actually doing.
Is that Nora that's playing with them as well?
Yeah.
Nora, okay, cool. Yeah, check them out. We're going to be rating them in just a moment, so be sure to tell them MTD sent you. Huge thank you to everybody who tuned in tonight. If you subbed, raids, all that good stuff, thank you so much. We appreciate it. And I want to be sure to give you, there in the background, lurking, not participating in chat, just want you to know we appreciate you all the same. It's okay if you're watching quietly or listening quietly. We appreciate that. And of course, as always, a huge thank you to my amazing players who I never would have guessed would have taken us on a quest to befriend a duck. Gary, Jordan, Cari, Dwight, and Ricky, without whom it would just be me talking to myself for a couple hours. We're going to go ahead and end the stream right now, the same way we end every stream, and you can say it with me if you want. Duck.